Right, I've emerged from one part of the Rowberrow camp. There's various tracks, and just met a gentleman on a bike. We just said, "Oh, aren't we lucky with this weather? We've been waiting for so long to have a bit of warm weather and blue sky, and it's great." They've done a lot of management up here, so sometimes it has to be done because like I said, there's a lot of trees that were really not well. I've been down there before now. That takes me to a lower track. I'll be on a lower track when I'm going on my return trip, following the stream back. But at the moment, I'm just exploring what's called Rowberrow Camp. It's the archaeologists have been up here, and they've identified things. I think they might have even had some sort of excavation going on. They don't really tell you a lot, but they've got all these trees. All these trees are protecting the HillFort. See, it just goes to show you, they're clearing the trees on our Woodspring, on our Rowberrow HillFort, right? Whereas here they keep them to protect the archaeology and the history. Okay, so there's such a clash of facts and figures and what we're supposed to do. All these trees here are the trees that stick out for miles that I can see on my walks. These are landmarks. This is saying we are the Iron Age Camp of Rowberrow here. This is where we would have been defending our land. And now, of course, there's people like me coming by and lots of others. We come here. We are the descendants of these ancestors, one way or another. And, 3,000 years ago, there would have been like Iron Age people wandering. Of course, we wouldn't have had tracks like this. Don't forget the whole landscape would be so different, in many ways. They might not have even had Christmas trees here. I doubt it. But it's still a hill. It could have been the first line of defence before you hit the big fort, which is at Dolebury, just up there. And all this, this beautiful lush valley, look, all going back down towards Shipham and Rowberrow and little villages. Lush green fields. You can see a whole field of horses. I don't know if the stable still run, but if you carry on this track, you come to the Tynings farm, which is where they used to have horse riding. I don't know if it still happens, but well, see, you see right over there, that's Waverley Down. You've got the trig point on top, and you've got the walk up. That's a big steep walk up going on to the top of the Mendips over there, which we were very close to not long ago on Friday when we did wherever I was Friday. Oh God. Right, now we've come to another track now. Two little boys busy cycling and chatting to each other, having great fun out in the sunshine on their Easter holidays. It's lovely to see, They look really, two happy little people going along. Right, I'm going to take a picture of this scene with the Kodak, actually. There's another way down you can go. If you want to go and join another track, this is the way you can go. Okay, there's lots of little tracks, and I'm going to sneak up there, which I've never done before, everyone. I've never been up there. So I'm going up into the Rowberrow camp. But I've just got Kodak out, and I'm going to take some photos. Over and out. Make sure it's on. Right then, I'm using Kodak. It might not last long. Don't forget, I've ordered a new battery. But I'm using this one to do a new part that I haven't done before. This is called Rowberrow Camp. And there are some posters somewhere further down there talking about the archaeology here. And this beautiful camp Look at that lovely valley down there, look. All the way down there over towards Winscombe. Of course, I was doing Shoot Shelf Hill. I can see the aerial. That Shoot Shelf Hill aerial, which I passed feet away from on Friday. Exploring that area. Now I'm over here. Birds are twittering. This looks lovely, doesn't it? As I walk along here, I can imagine, like I said, of course it would be landscaped differently, of course it would. But some of these old tracks could still be from the HillFort. Well, it's called a camp. What I'll do later, I'll try and find out why they call summer camp. Because they, over Rowberrow Woods, that's sometimes referred to as the encampment. So this isn't going to be a big HillFort like Dolebury and Rowberrow, which is further over. This is probably an area where people literally camped as a line of first defence, maybe. These lovely trees. I feel so blessed, you know. I just can't believe how blessed I feel, to tell the truth. What I'm doing, folks, I'm using the mobile as well to do some photos. I used to have little Sony, don't forget. The Sony's gone dark. I don't know how you fix that. Yeah, I don't know how you fix that, folks. So you don't get the sort of camera shops now. You have to send everything off and they charge you a fortune. It's probably some small thing all you have to do to get the. It's like the shutters come down on the camera, because I can still use it as an audio recorder. The Sony, it can still be used as an audio recorder. It does sound. But I was just saying, I can breathe in that pure oxygen and the smell of pine. Oh God, I feel so blessed. I feel so blessed. I really do. I'm sending my happy thoughts to my friends and family and people who are friends online who sometimes watch my videos. I'm sending them thought waves of this experience. I have to give them breaks, you know, in between videos, because they could get fed up. Now if I zoom through there, I think I can see Breen Down on the end there. There. I think that is Breen Down in the mist. So that's the Bristol Channel. So when they were up here, the Iron Age, maybe Bronze Age people, and earlier, they would be able to see. And don't forget, because Somerset was supposed to be swamped, this could be a river here. For all we know, all that valley there could have been underwater. So obviously people would come and live up here. Makes sense, doesn't it, if Somerset was flooded? Oh, but I can just smell the oxygen. I can hear the birds twittering. What a peaceful place this is. Little paths going up there, look. Leading you somewhere. I bet deer come up here. There's another track like this somewhere, by the way. I might be able to link up with it in a minute. Somewhere you could just put your chair now and have tea and cake, couldn't you? You know what I mean? Just park up here and have tea and cake. So beautiful. These beautiful tall trees are saying hello, Sheila. Do you know what these trees are, everyone? Don't you? You know what these trees are? These are the trees that I refer to as my reference points when I'm hiking all over the place. These are the tall, Rowberrow trees that are seen for miles and miles, and aren't they beautiful, everyone? And this is the first time ever that I've been in the middle here. Now, I am going that way, but I want to divert a minute. I just want to go up there. Something tells me to go up there. Alright? Something says, come up here, Sheila, while you can, because soon all this will be impassable when growth takes over. I just want to go up here because I feel this could be the highest point. This could be the highest point, everyone. I bet something lives in there, don't you? That looks a lovely little pixie home, doesn't it? I just want to get to the top. I think I'll be on the very top when I get up here. God, you can smell that. Well, actually, it smells a bit like a toilet. The smell of pine. Really, yeah. You put pine disinfectant down your toilet, or you clean with a pine fresh smell, don't you? Oh, keep going, Sheila. Get up the top. Just get up a bit higher. There we go. Go to that lump there. I think we'll be on the top when we get here. Yes. And there's probably a path that leads through that wood to a track I was on earlier. If there were any deer about, they've heard me and they've gone. I feel as if I'm right embraced by beauty, by my tall, beautiful trees that guard this camp. I just feel absolutely privileged to be allowed to come here and feel these trees who are watching me now and say, we've watched you, Sheila, for the last 15 years, roaming about, and this is the first time you've come this way. Just do a little bit more exploring while you're here before you link up on the tracks again. I just feel so blessed. I am. I'm going to just go up to the edge of that wood there, but I want to take some photos, folks, with the Kodak and with the mobile, just in case. So I'm going to take a picture. Over and out.